Hello friends, welcome to Insight Learners. So in this video we shall discuss the next set of SQL queries. So we shall see the seventh question on the select clause. So the question is you need to display the name, job and the salary for all the employees of the department 20 who can earn more than 2000 and less than 5000. So this is the SQL query. Like you need to display the name and the job. So first you need to see like with the help of a query what you need to display. So you need to display the employee name as well as the job and the salary for all the employees of the department 20. So you need to break the statement. So first you need to choose like what you need to display. So with the help of a select clause, so you can say select. So select only you need to display the employee name as well as the job. So select employee name, job. So select employee name, job and salary. So salary. So salary, you need to display it from the employee table. So salary from employee. So salary from employee where. So I need to use the condition where department is 20, where department 20, that means where department number equal to 20. So where department number is equal to 20 and who can earn more than 2000 and less than 5000, which means that they have given a range that it should be more than 2000 and it should be less than 5000. So you can use a between clause, and because you need to merge this statement, so department number equal to 10, department number equal to 20 and salary, it should range like it should be between. So salary between 2000 and 5000. So salary between 2000 and 5000. So this is the query. So you need to select the employee name, job, salary from the employee table where department number equal to 20 and the salary it should be between, because it should be more than 2000 and it should be less than 5000 means which lies within the range 2000 to 5000. So you are going to use a between clause. So between 2000 and 5000. So similarly we shall see the next question, that is you need to display the unique job of the employee table. Unique means as in case of SQL there is a keyword that is distinct. So you need to use a distinct. So this is the simple query, like you need to display the unique job of the employee table, that is you need to select followed by the clause, that is the select distinct. So distinct will display the unique names from the employee table. So select distinct, what you need to display, you need to display the distinct job. So select distinct job from the employee. So from employee. So select distinct job from employee. So this is the correct. So select distinct job from employee. So similarly we shall see the next question, that is you need to display the duplicate rows in the employee table. So in order to display the duplicate rows in the employee table, so in order to display the duplicate rows in the employee table, first you need to count the. So first step is you need to count it. So like how many rows are there you need to count, and you need to count the entire row. So for that purpose you have, like I said, like star is one which is used to display all. So select count star, you can say select. So here you need to display the duplicate rows in the employee table. So if they do not mention like this, if you want to display the, if they do not mention like you need to display the duplicate rows in the employee, then you can use select count star. But here they have particularly mentioned like you need to display the employee. So you need to display the duplicate rows in the employee table. So for that purpose you are going to write select count of. So select count of followed by, here you can say star will display the entire row, but you need basically within that you just need the employee. So that is the name of the employee. So select count of employee name followed by, so select the count of employee name. So you need to display the count of employee name, then you need the name of the employee. So select count of employee name, e name, that too from the name of the table is employee. So from employee. So from employee, then after that you need to group by. So you need to group by. So you need to group that, because you have to display the count of employee name as well as the employee name separately, and you need to group this together. So group by. So like order by, which will display an ascending order, and the group by will display the two rows. You can say it will display the two columns or tuples, you can say. So group by followed by the e name having the, so you need to use the group by followed by the employee name. So you need to group by e name. So group by e name. After that, so what you need to display, that is that it should display the duplicate rows. Means if the count of employee name, if it is displayed more than one, then you need to display that rows. So group by employee name followed by what it should be, like having, so having the count of employee name, so having count of employee name which is greater than 1, you can say. So if the rows have duplicate, so if the table has duplicate rows, then it should display. So if the count of employee name, if it is appearing if it is appearing more than once, then you need to display that row. So therefore it will be select count of employee name, which will display the count of the employee names. Then like the name of the employees, that is it display only the count of employee name followed by the employee name from the employee table. Then you are going to group that, like you need to group by the employee name, and which is having the count of employee name, it should be greater than 1, because you need to display the duplicate rows from the employee table. So these are the common SQL queries that will be asked using with the help of a select clause. So for all the queries you are going to use a select statement, because if you want to display anything, like it can be employee name or the department number from the table, you need to must and should use the select clause. So now we shall see with the help of a select statement how to, there are various aggregate function, like if you want to calculate the average and if you want to calculate the sum, then you have the aggregate function. There are built-in functions, like it can be sum of followed by average of. So now we shall solve some of the queries with the help of aggregate functions. So the first query we shall see is you need to find the average and the total salary for each job. So you need to calculate the average and the total salary for each job. So again, the first clause you need to use is a select. So you need to select what the first thing is, average as well as the total, that is salary. You're going to find the average salary as well as the total salary, that is for each job. So for that we need to write a query, like you need to select average of salary. So select average of salary. So select average of salary, comma sum of salary. So average of salary, comma sum of salary. So this will calculate the sum as well as the average of salary. So these are the functions that are used. So you're going to select the average of salary, that is a shortcut, like the name of the function is AVG, which calculates the average of salary, and the sum of salary, that is then after that sum of salary from employee. So from employee, so average of salary from the employee, that is the name of the table, from the employee. After that what you need to do, that is for each job. So you need to merge, like if you want to group by average as well as sum, so you're going to find the average salary as well as the sum of salary, that is from the employee table, and then after that you're going to use a group by, like order by, you're going to use a group by job. So this will calculate the average salary as well as the sum of salary from the employee table, and also it will be grouped by job. So with respect to job, you are going to display the average as well as the total salary for each job. So similarly, based on the queries on the aggregate function, we shall solve some more questions, that is find the highest salary of all the departments. So how to calculate the average salary, or you need to say highest salary for all the departments. So we shall see how to write the query for this. So then for this highest salary is that to calculate the highest salary, we have the max of salary, and to calculate the minimum salary, you can say we have a min of salary. So of all the departments, they have particularly specified for the departments, you need to calculate the highest salary. So that is for to calculate highest, we have a function that is max of. Then similarly for lowest, you can say lowest or minimum, you have min of. So here we need to calculate the highest. So for that you are going to use the max of salary. So to calculate the highest of salary, you can say select. So what you need to find? The maximum salary. So highest salary. So select max of salary. So select max of salary, that is max of salary as well as, so max salary for all the departments. So select the max of salary, comma, then after that salary of, you need to find the salary of all the departments. So therefore you need to select max of salary, comma, department number from employee. So from employee, then after that you are going to group it by the, so group by department number. So of all the departments they have specified, means you need to display department number also. So select the max of salary, comma, department number from the employee, and you need to group that department number as well as the maximum salary. So group by department number. So similarly we shall see the one more query, or the last query. So that is, find the difference in the highest and the lowest salary of all the departments. So you need to find the highest and the lowest salary of all the departments. So how to write the query for this? So as we know that to calculate highest we need to use the max of function. To calculate the lowest you need to use the min of function. So here you need to find the difference. So difference is that you need to subtract it, that's it. So you're going to subtract, that is, first you need to use a select clause. Then after that what you need to find the difference in highest as well, highest and lowest. So select max of salary. So select max of salary, comma, min of salary. So max of salary, comma, min of salary. So min of salary as well as, so select max of salary, comma, min of salary. Here it is going to find the difference between the maximum salary as well as the minimum salary for all the departments, like you did here. Like the remaining is department number from the employee, group by department number. So comma, department number from the employee. So from the employee, then after that you can say group by. So from the employee, then after that group by department number. So this is how you are going to find the difference between the highest as well as the lowest salary. So in this video we have discussed some of the queries using a select statement, and also we have seen how to write a queries for the aggregate functions. So in the next video we shall see some more questions on aggregate function, and also we shall solve the questions on joins, how to write the queries with the help of a joins as well as unions. So thank you friends for watching, and do subscribe our channel for more updates.